Have you ever wondered why eggshells can withstand so much pressure before cracking? It's not just about strength. It's about the science of elasticity hidden in something as simple as an egg. Eggshells are made of a mineral called calcium carbonate, but their structure is far more complex than you might think. They're a natural lattice of microscopic crystals arranged in a way that distributes force efficiently. But what happens when the pressure is too much? The point of failure isn't just a sudden crack. It's a gradual collapse of this delicate balance between rigidity and flexibility. This is the first step in understanding the elasticity of eggshells. How they resist force, how they deform, and ultimately, how they break under pressure. And what if we could make them more resilient? What if we could control their elasticity at the molecular level? That's where the real science and fascination begins. So what exactly are we talking about? When we say elasticity of eggshells under pressure, we're looking at how eggshells respond to force. It's not just about breaking or bending, it's about how they deform before they fracture. Eggshells are made mostly of calcium carbonate, which is a brittle material. But they're also layered with a protein matrix that gives them some flexibility. This mix makes them strong, yet surprisingly responsive to stress. The elasticity of an eggshell refers to its ability to temporarily change shape under pressure and then return to its original form. This property is crucial for protecting the contents of the egg in real-world conditions. But elasticity isn't the same as flexibility. While eggshells can deform under pressure, they still have a limit. Exceeding that limit leads to permanent damage, which is when the shell cracks or shatters. Understanding elasticity helps us appreciate how fragile yet resilient eggshells are. It also has real-world applications, from materials science to engineering, where similar principles are used to design structures that can withstand stress. Eggshells might seem fragile, but their strength is actually a mirror of our own resilience. When we face pressure, we often think we're breaking, but we're not. We adapt, we bend, and we keep going, just like an eggshell under stress. This principle isn't just about physics. It's about how we handle stress in our lives. The same way an eggshell can absorb impact without shattering, we can absorb life's challenges without losing our core. Understanding the elasticity of eggshells gives us a deeper respect for the natural world and how it mirrors human experience. It's a reminder that even the most delicate things can be surprisingly strong. This knowledge also inspires innovation. Engineers and designers look to eggshells for ideas on how to make materials that are both strong and flexible, just like the human body. So, the next time you see an egg, remember it's more than just a food source. It's a symbol of resilience, adaptability, and the quiet strength that lies within all of us. Eggshells have been around for over 65 million years, evolving alongside dinosaurs and early birds. Their structure is a marvel of natural engineering, designed to protect the developing life inside. In ancient civilizations, eggshells were not just food. They were tools, art, and even symbols of fertility and rebirth. Egyptians used them in mummification, while Chinese artisans crafted delicate eggshell porcelain. During the Renaissance, scientists like Leonardo da Vinci studied eggshells for their strength and fragility, inspired by nature's design. His sketches of eggs and their internal structures laid the groundwork for structural engineering. In the 20th century, materials science took an interest in eggshells, analyzing their microscopic structure to understand how such a thin layer can support so much weight and withstand pressure. Today, the elasticity of eggshells under pressure is studied in both biology and engineering, inspiring new materials that mimic nature's efficiency and resilience. Imagine you have a little egg in your hand. It's soft on the outside, but inside it's full of yolk and a baby chick. The shell is like a thin, hard skin that keeps everything safe. Now, if you press really hard on the shell, it can crack. But the shell is super strong because it's made of layers of a special material called calcium carbonate. So the shell is like a superhero cape, strong and flexible, protecting the egg from getting hurt. But it's not invincible, and it can only bend so much before it cracks. In real life, this elasticity helps eggs survive falls and impacts, which is why they're so good at protecting what's inside. To begin, we need a controlled setup that allows us to apply pressure to an eggshell while observing its response. This means using a specialized press that can distribute force evenly across the shell's surface. The eggshell itself is placed carefully inside a custom-made holder that prevents it from rotating or slipping during the test. This ensures the force is applied directly and consistently. The holder is then secured to the press, and we use a digital load cell to measure the exact amount of force being applied. This helps us track how the shell reacts as pressure increases. Finally, we ensure the environment is stable, temperature and humidity controlled, to prevent any external factors from influencing the shell's behavior under pressure. With everything in place, we're ready to start the test. The next step is to slowly increase the pressure and observe how the eggshell responds in real time. Once the egg is cracked, the shell's structure begins to respond to the external pressure. The calcium carbonate crystals start to rearrange themselves, shifting from their original lattice formation. This rearrangement is what gives the shell its unique ability to absorb and distribute force. The tiny crystals act like a network of interlocking puzzle pieces, sharing stress across the surface. This redistribution is a key part of the shell's resilience. The material is not rigid in the traditional sense. It behaves more like a flexible, yet strong, composite material. Even as the shell deforms, it retains much of its original shape. This is because the internal structure is both flexible and highly organized, allowing it to stretch without tearing. This behavior is a perfect example of how natural materials can be engineered for strength and flexibility. The shell's design is a marvel of biological engineering, adapting to pressure in real time. Now, the clever twist comes when the pressure is applied at just the right angle. The eggshell structure is not just about the calcium carbonate. It's about how the layers are arranged and how they respond to stress. When the pressure is applied at this angle, it doesn't just push, it twists. This twist causes the shell to deform in a way that redistributes stress, preventing cracks from forming where the pressure is highest. The twist also creates a kind of stress path inside the shell. Instead of concentrating force in one spot, it spreads it out, reducing the likelihood of a single point of failure. This is why the shell can withstand so much pressure without breaking. This clever design is a marvel of nature and engineering. It shows how structure and material science can work together to create something incredibly strong, yet surprisingly delicate. It's a perfect example of form following function. At the core of this phenomenon lies the molecular structure of calcium carbonate, the primary component of eggshells. These crystals are arranged in a precise, layered pattern that gives the shell its strength and flexibility. When pressure is applied, these layers shift slightly, distributing the force across the structure rather than concentrating it in one spot. This is why the shell can resist breaking for so long before it finally cracks. Even though the shell is brittle, this combination of crystalline structure and organic binding gives it a surprising degree of resilience, especially when the force is applied evenly. This resilience is not unique to eggshells. It's a common feature in many natural materials that need to be both strong and flexible, like bones or seashells. Understanding these microscopic forces helps scientists develop stronger or more flexible materials, and also gives us a deeper appreciation for the remarkable design of nature's smallest containers. Let me give you an analogy that's both dumb and spot on. Imagine you're holding a jelly donut. It's soft, squishy, and looks like it'll collapse under the slightest touch. Now, imagine you drop it on the floor. It doesn't break, it just squishes and bounces back like it's made of liquid memory. So, when you think of an eggshell, don't picture a glass or a brick. Think of a jelly donut with a hard, brittle exterior. It's not what you'd expect, but it's scientifically accurate. This analogy may seem silly, but it's a powerful way to visualize how eggshells behave under pressure. They're not fragile in the way you might think. They're resilient, adaptive, and surprisingly strong. Before you go, if you enjoyed this, please give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And tell us in the comments what you'd like us to make next. We read every single one. Thank you so much for watching. Comment this emoji if you made it to the end.